Well, someone who is going to be in and amongst all of those emotions right now is our sports editor stationed outside the Lusail Stadium in Doha, Qatar, Simon Harding, and he has followed this Argentinian team very, very much. Simon, they have done it. They have won their first World Cup since 1986. Messi is king. And it was almost destined with that kind of support. It was almost destined with the way that they came back after that first loss against Saudi Arabia. Just take me through that progression through the tournament.
It has been progression. That's exactly the right word. They've gone from strength to strength. They peaked at the right time, and they were oh so unlucky to see this game go to extra time and penalties. Lionel Scaloni's team started out the block so quickly. You have to forgive me if I'm repeating anything you've said as I've just joined. But what a performance from the Argentinians, who just were incredible throughout the game, and they showed the character. We spoke ahead of the match a few hours ago about character, about resilience. Twice you have your team equalise, and you could have gone to pieces, but no, they kept on going, and even in the penalty shootout, they held their nerve to win this historic crown. Lionel Messi, what to say? The fans in the ground were just incredible, beside belief. People crying, 60, 70-year-old men, children, grandmas, everything you could imagine, it was there. People couldn't hold their emotions anymore, and Lionel Messi actually walked to the corner where we were, celebrated with the supporters. He was all by himself, maybe the few minutes where he was by himself in the celebrations, and he just waved and kissed to the crowd, and that's exactly what it means. And now, without any doubt, the Cristiano Ronaldo debate put to bed. Maradona, Pele, we don't know, but in our generation, for certain, the undisputed greatest of all time.
Wow, Simon, those are very strong words from someone who has always very much been in a Ronaldo camp. Not against Messi, I will say, but now you can safely say a World Cup does it for Messi. He has taken that Maradona mantle and made it his own. This is going to be remembered as the Messi World Cup.
100%, and you just have to look at the performance. He kept his cool with the first penalty. He was involved in the build-up to the second game. He scored the first penalty in the shootout. He obviously scored the third goal as well. How can you? He finishes the tournament with 7 goals. Only Kylian Mbappe did better, and he scored a hat-trick in the final. The first player since Geoff Hurst in the 1966 World Cup for England to score a hat-trick in a World Cup final. So how can this not be Lionel Messi's World Cup? But I will say that once again, in the build-up to the match, in our analysis, when talking with Ruben and Karim, we spoke about personnel, we spoke about experience. It's no wonder and it's no surprise that Enzo Fernandez, who's barely 21 years old, played the full 120 minutes. It's no surprise that Angel Di Maria, to balance it out with experience with McAllister, Fernandez and Julian Alvarez, gets the penalty in the first half, scores the second goal. Lionel Scaloni got it absolutely right once again. And yes, it's Messi's World Cup, but he got so much help, the drive, the desire, the combativity of the team. Rodrigo de Paul, who was a shambles against Saudi Arabia, was absolutely sensational in midfield. McAllister, who's having an unbelievable season with Brighton. What a performance that he had. It's honestly, Argentina deserved this victory in the final. It was a fantastic end of the road for them, and of course a fitting reward for Lionel Messi.
Well, let's just hear from that reaction to Messi. Of course, one of the greatest players, and now possibly the greatest of all time. He is a 7-time Ballon d'Or winner. He is now a Copa America winner and finally a World Cup winner.